me, it's basically the challenges that you faced starting out. So, like, what was really the hardest thing that you go through?
As an investor?
Yeah.
I think finding somewhere where the information was all together and that wasn't based on a brand, right? So most people, like, if you go to Britain, they're selling you their money market. If you go to CNC, they're selling. But to find out what is a money market fund, just neutrally, you really have to do a lot of work. And then, you know, when you ask people, this is the jargon. So I really had to be like, okay, most of the times I was willing to risk. So I'm like, okay, I'll risk it with this investment for a few months and see what happens. And then there was a time I remember, because I didn't understand how fixed deposits work, I was like, why didn't I get that money? And they were like, no, it's per annum. And they didn't explain to me, like, someone who knows investment, you now know per annum means you divide the returns based on, but to you, like, so you said 6% or 10%, why is that not in my account? Right? And to them, you're like, why are you getting upset? And then I had to learn, sometimes I'm making a fool of myself, but I was willing to, you know, so it's just going and then them explaining in a way that I can understand and not making a lot of assumptions. There were so many assumptions made, and there were not many people who were patient enough to explain. I found the best people who would explain were actually people who had gone done the investment. Then I could ask them questions. Then they would answer in a way that made sense to me. And what are my returns? What are the risks? And what are the steps? Like, where do I get the form? Really breaking it down. And most people don't. They're like, go to sign. You'll get many returns, but they really want to know a lot of detail. And so I find where I come in is because I'm able to consume information and then I'm able to communicate it to people in a very simple, accessible way. That's why people sometimes would rather ask me a question than a financial advisor. Because I'm thinking about you, the way I will communicate to you is not the way I'll communicate to Caleb, or it's the way I communicate to you. Because you have probably different answers or requests, and I really take that into account. So I think that's something that I found my audience likes, and I try to be very personable. So I understand people don't like talking about money publicly yet. So I allow you to DM me, and I'll answer it privately for you if there's that need.